I've had a really constructive week, being out and about, marketing, selling my book Taffy How, because it was only yesterday I came across a young woman and she was interested in the book. She has a look at the book and asked me what the book was about, and I gave her a simple explanation of what the book was about. I didn't want to give too much away, but she said no, she actually does like books concerning the topic or the topics that I talk about, and she was sharing about how she's been in situations where she's been hurt by people that are meant to be quite close to her, and along the way what she realised was that the people that were upsetting her and hurting her, she began to have a grudge. So she began to have a grudge. And then as she began to have the grudge, she realised that she was getting ill. She was beginning to feel depressed. She was beginning to feel down. And she came to the conclusion that in order to get better, she's going to have to forgive these people. She's going to have to forgive. So she came to that conclusion, so she began to forgive all the people that had hurt her, and she was sharing how, she wrote down how she felt about this situation, about that particular person, etc. And as she continued to do this, she could feel herself getting better and better and better until she was eventually healed. And she was saying that the best thing to do if someone upsets you is to forgive, because it's not as if it's good to forgive people, but she said that while you're forgiving people, you're actually helping yourself, because she realised that as she held grudges against the people that hurt her, she was getting ill. So she began to realise that if she forgave, she'd be helping herself and preventing herself from feeling down or depressed or feeling ill. And what really surprised me was I could tell she was quite young, because normally if I'm speaking to a young person, I always ask if they're over 16. And when she came to the door, I even asked her if she was over 16 because she looked really young. She said, no, I'm 18. So she was actually 18, with these words of wisdom. And that really surprised me. So it's all good. But how about you? Have you been in a situation where people have hurt you, or you've been in a situation where it's really upset you and it's involved either one person or more, and maybe you've had a grudge against this particular person and you felt yourself feeling down because you've got this grudge in you and it's affecting you, and then you've come to the conclusion that, something, I need to forgive. And as you've forgiven, this whole weight on your shoulders has been lifted. You suddenly just begin to feel a lot better, a lot happier. Don't forget to comment on my page, Welcome Rosalind Roberts, to like and even share. Don't forget to press the notification button so that all the videos that I do come up and running straight to you, because I know it's not always easy to forgive, because I know I've spoken about this before in one of my other videos. Sometimes it's not always easy to forgive, but I think if we start by realising that the best thing to do is to forgive, or the best thing to do is to try and forgive, you're on the right road, and eventually, within time, you should be able to forgive, and then you'll see the difference in how you feel, and you'll see the difference in your life. But I do look forward to hearing your comments. You take care, speak to you soon. Bye bye.